Hey guys, and welcome to another bump date. I'm so excited. This is a big one. Although, for it being, weeks 10, 11, 12, I just hit 13 today, not a lot has been going on at all. I didn't want the length to be this much, but I was going to do a 10 to 12 week update, and then my doctor's appointment that was supposed to be last week got postponed until today. So now that I've had my doctor's appointment today, I thought I would just wait until today and roll it all into one. One suggestion that I got on my last bump date was to include the size of the baby. So I use an app, I think this is Ovia, that I'm using. And right now it says that baby is the size of a jalapeno. And I'll insert this picture on the screen, but it actually shows what the baby's hand, like how big the baby's hand would be at full term. And then the pink hand is how big the baby's hand would be right now. And I think that's just really cute. And it's been really cool to see the pink hand actually grow over the past few weeks. According to the other app that I use, Glow, actually I use 3 apps. I use Glow, which is Glow Nurture actually. Glow is for when you're trying to conceive. Nurture says that the baby is 2.9 inches long and weighs 0.8 ounces. And I think the other app, what is this app called? Sprout. They say that the baby is almost 3 inches long and is the size of a pea pod. So that's what this app looks like there. So it gives you the update that way. This app says that I am in my 2nd trimester, while the other app, Ovia, not really sure how you say that, still says I'm in my 1st trimester. So I don't know where the exact transition it is. So I'm just going to say I'm in the 2nd trimester because one app says I am. So I'm going to go with that. So starting back in week 10, not a lot happened, to be honest. I'm looking at my phone for my notes. The only thing I have written down are just some cravings that I had at the time. So one craving that I had was Special K cereal, just the plain cereal, with banana cut up into it and a little bit of sugar. And that, I mean, I've always liked that, but it was, like, I wanted it really bad during week 10. Another craving that I had, and this has actually held true since week 10, I get the instant oatmeal, but not the flavored kind, just the plain kind. I make that. And then I add a spoonful of peanut butter, like not a big one. I would say maybe around a tablespoon. Put that in there. And then I either cut up a half or a whole banana, depending on how hungry I am. And then I stir all of that up and oh my God, it's so good. And I've been eating that most days of the week, I would say, for breakfast. Other than that, I'm usually just eating yogurt or English muffins with a little bit of peanut butter. For week 11, this was the first time that I actually started noticing stretching. I would say lower abdomen area. And it wasn't super strong, but I could definitely feel it. And then also in week 11, I had a craving for a Big Mac. McDonald's is gonna make money off of my pregnancy. I'm just kidding. I'm not eating it that much at all. And it was the best Big Mac ever, and I was actually sad when it ended. I don't know if this is a big campaign or not, but this is so unhealthy. I've only had one. Don't judge me. Big Macs have different sizes now, apparently. And when I ate that first Big Mac like weeks ago, I didn't want it to end, and it was so good. So then I went back to McDonald's weeks later. Hello. Hello. Yes. I went back to McDonald's weeks later. The weather was really bad here. I live in New York, so it's been snowing like crazy lately. So I went through the drive-thru and I was thinking that Big Macs come in sizes at that point. And the advertisement when I pulled up was for whatever the biggest size, the Grand Mac or something like that, whatever the biggest size of the Big Mac is right now. And I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds really good right now. So I went up to the window and she even asked, she's like, would you like to try our Grand Mac meal today? And I'm like, yeah, actually I do. So I got that and it's huge. I don't know if I'd ever order it again, to be honest, because the Big Mac is sufficient enough, but the Big Mac was something special. It was pretty good. And then I have a little bit more written down. up till today. There was more stretching, and I felt like I woke up one morning and it felt like I had done an ab workout, which that ain't happening right now. But it felt like I had done some sort of an ab workout, and I think that's just kind of from all those muscles stretching back out. And then I've had dreams about the baby's gender. The first dream that I had given birth, and I didn't know until I had the baby of what the gender was. And when, I don't remember who it was, but somebody had said, they didn't say it's a boy, they said it looks like it's, and I'm not saying the name because we do have a name picked out if this baby is a boy. If it's a girl, I think we have it narrowed down to a few, but we're not solidified yet, but I don't want to reveal that name just yet. So in that dream it was a boy. And then I had a dream that I was doing those like gender tests that you can do at home that aren't reliable, and it showed that it was a boy too. I don't know the baby's gender because I'm 13 weeks. However, we have decided to go through with genetic screening test. We had debated on doing it last time and we didn't. So this time it wasn't that expensive at all because we'll have to pay for it out of pocket because our insurance won't cover it. So we just decided to go through with it. We will know the gender of the baby, I am hoping within a week or so. And that's if they post the results on to the portal, so onto my online account. But I think we are going to do like an old wives' tale type video. So if you have any ideas for those, leave them in the comments. I do have about 8 so far. I think I'd like around like 10 to do, just because that seems like a good number. So I think that video will be coming to you sooner than later. We aren't going to post the gender until immediate family knows, obviously. So it could be a couple weeks yet. But I think we're definitely going to film that. It just sounds like fun. And we didn't do that last time, so I think that would be fun to do. Today was our, well, it was supposed to be our 12-week appointment, but I'm 13 weeks and 0 days as of today. And we got put into the ultrasound room, which at first I'm like, oh, maybe they're just out of rooms. Like, maybe we're just back here, because at the office that I go to, the only time they do the ultrasound is when you are going in for your first appointment, like that viability, just to see if there's a heartbeat. So, and then our nurse actually typed my information into the computer, so I was like, oh man, I think we're actually getting an ultrasound, like this is really cool. Last time all we ever got was the field Doppler to see if there was a heartbeat and to see what the heartbeat was at. My blood pressure was high again. I think it was 140/84. So I am definitely chronic. I'm hypertensive in this pregnancy for sure. So we went through the appointment and then she got the ultrasound ready, which was really cool. And I'll insert a picture that that she gave us. And we've never had an ultrasound at 13 weeks. We've only ever had them at the very beginning. The anatomy ultrasound. We had one done around 28, 29, 30 weeks, all throughout there. So this was really cool because the first time we had the ultrasound, it was like a little bean. It wasn't really, if you watched my last update, I'm pretty sure I put the picture in that one. So this time it actually looked like a baby and we could see it moving on the screen and it was moving its limbs around and it was just, oh, it was just so cool to see. And we got to hear the heartbeat for a little while. It was just, oh, it was so cool. Just very surreal. And makes me very hopeful. So I will show you my belly. I think I'm starting to show. I think so. I'll show you. So yeah, I am, right? Oh, I feel it. I feel the stretching right down here. It just feels sore. There's definitely something there. It's getting harder to hide. And I work with youth on a regular basis, and a lot of the youth that I work with were around when we lost Connor, so I've been a little hesitant to tell them, but it's getting a little harder to hide, so eventually they're going to find out. After the appointment today, I felt more comfortable telling more people. I really haven't told that many people. I haven't posted it on Facebook or anything like that, so yeah, we will do that soon. And actually, I think this is how I'm going to do it. So I wasn't sure I wasn't sure if I was going to make a separate video about this or not, but I feel like I don't think it would be long enough to do that. So I think this is how we're going to announce the pregnancy on Facebook. So this week we received a bear from a company called Molly Bears. Molly Bears is an organization that makes weighted teddy bears so that they weigh the same as the child that you have lost. There's more information. I will put their website below. A coworker of mine wanted to purchase one for us, but the way that it works is you can't purchase one for someone else. The parent has to place the order. So she gave us the money towards the order and I ordered it myself. So this is what the bear ended up looking like. And my husband is obsessed with Superman, and Connor would have had some Superman memorabilia in his room anyway. I'm kind of thinking I probably should have got his initials here, but I love it either way, and my husband really liked it too. So we've got the Superman symbol here, and then they put a cape on the back. You can make up to 2 requests, so I requested both, and we ended up getting both, which was really sweet. But this bear weighs the same as what Connor did when he was born, which was 3 pounds 7 ounces, and it's heavier than what I thought it would be. So that was really weird holding this for the first time, and even Chris said the same thing. He's like, I think it weighs more than that, but it doesn't. It weighs 3 pounds 7 ounces. But it just weighs, it feels heavier than what I remember it being. So this was a wonderful gift. I don't even know if she watches my videos anymore, but if you do watch them, thank you so much for this. This was just a wonderful coping mechanism or grieving I don't know how you would explain it, but it's just been really nice to have. So what we'll do, what I'm thinking about doing is taking our bear and taking the ultrasound photo that I showed earlier on in this video and kind of placing it on his lap and taking a picture of that and posting that on Facebook and explaining what the bear is, what its meaning is, and then introducing the new baby. I really wanted to honor Connor somehow. I didn't want to just be like, we're pregnant again, yay, because I don't want to forget. I don't want people to forget. I don't want people to just pretend like it never happened. That's not how I've dealt with this or anything like that. So I feel like this is a good way to honor him when at the same time introducing the hopeful new baby. So I'm pretty sure that's all I wanted to cover in this video. You will probably see the gender wives tales video if we decide to do that before our next update. I don't know if I'll do it next week or not. Honestly, it just kind of depends on my schedule, but it also depends on what's going on. If nothing really happened during the week, like I could just come on here, I guess, and be like, nothing happened. Thanks for watching. Bye. If you want more updates, I don't update that every day either, but I do have an Instagram account that I usually put in the description box below. So if it's been a couple weeks and you're like, all right, Ange, like what's going on, or you want to know, go to that Instagram, and I definitely post pictures once in a while of what's going on, and you can get more frequent updates there. I would like to do a video with just Chris and I, just to kind of introduce us a little bit more and how we met and all of that kind of stuff. I think that would be really fun. So I have some videos in the works. I just need to actually film them. Yeah. So for now, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in our next video. Bye. One suggestion. This was the first time that I actually, if I could talk. Hi. I know. Sorry, you can see her little floofy tail. Hello.